Hidden in your coin jar or spare change could be a US nickel worth a small fortune. The 2014 and 2003 nickels have rare errors that collectors are desperately hunting for, and they could be worth thousands, if not millions. From off-center strikes to die cracks, these coins hold secrets that could make you a coin collector's dream. Stay with us as we reveal how to spot these rare treasures and why they're worth so much more than their face value. The 2014 US nickel might seem like an ordinary coin, something you'd toss into a jar or use to pay for parking. But what if I told you this seemingly simple coin could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars? Yes, that same nickel sitting unnoticed in your pocket or change drawer might hold immense value. How? The answer lies in the fascinating world of coin errors, minting anomalies, and rare discoveries that have captivated collectors for decades. What makes the 2014 nickel so intriguing isn't just its design or composition, but the hidden details that most people never think to look for. This coin, produced in both Philadelphia and Denver, carries a legacy stretching back to 1938 when the Jefferson nickel first entered circulation. The updated design introduced in 2006 brought new life to this iconic coin, with a forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his beloved Monticello estate on the reverse. But as with any mass-produced object, imperfections can occur, and that's where the excitement begins. To understand what makes these errors so valuable, we need to explore how coins are made. Every coin starts with a blank metal disc called a planchet. These planchets are fed into high-speed presses where dies strike them with immense force to create the coin's design. When everything goes as planned, the result is a flawless, uniform coin ready for circulation. But sometimes, things go wrong. The wrong planchet might be used, the dies could be misaligned, or debris might interfere with the process. These mistakes, though rare, create unique coins that are highly sought after by collectors. So, what kinds of errors should you be looking for on a 2014 nickel? Let's start with off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the planchet isn't properly aligned with the dies during the minting process. As a result, only part of the design is struck on the coin, leaving the rest blank. These errors are easy to spot and can range in severity. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. For example, a 2014 nickel with a 50% off-center strike recently sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. The key is to look for coins where the date and mint mark are still visible despite the error. These are the most desirable to collectors. Another type of error to watch for is a die clash. This happens when the obverse and reverse dies come into contact without a planchet in between, leaving impressions of one design on the other. On a 2014 nickel, you might notice faint outlines of Monticello on Jefferson's portrait or vice versa. Die clashes are fascinating because they offer a glimpse into the minting process and the tools used to create these coins. Coins with prominent die clash marks can fetch significant sums, especially if the marks are easily recognizable. Then there's the double die error. This occurs when a die is improperly manufactured, resulting in a doubled image on the coin. On the 2014 nickel, doubling might appear in the lettering of Liberty or In God We Trust, or in the date itself. A trained eye and a magnifying glass can reveal this subtle but valuable error. In some cases, doubling is so pronounced that it can be seen with the naked eye. Coins with clear, bold doubling are highly prized and have sold for thousands of dollars in the past. Another noteworthy error is the cut error, caused by a chip or break in the die. This results in a raised blob or irregular shape on the coin, usually near the rim. These errors are easy to identify and can significantly increase the coin's value, especially when paired with other errors. A 2014 nickel with a prominent cut error and a die clash, for instance, could be worth several $100s or more. But perhaps the most dramatic errors are those involving the wrong planchet. Occasionally, a nickel might be struck on a planchet intended for another denomination or even another country's coin. These errors are incredibly rare but immensely valuable. Imagine finding a 2014 nickel struck on a penny planchet or a foreign coin blank. it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. One collector reportedly discovered such an error in loose change and sold it at auction for an eye-watering sum. Speaking of collectors, let's talk about real-life stories that make the hunt for rare coins so thrilling. Take the case of a hobbyist who bought a roll of nickels from their local bank. Among the ordinary coins, they found a 2014 nickel with a double die obverse. After having it authenticated and graded, they sold it for nearly $1,500. Another collector stumbled upon a 2014 nickel with an extreme off-center strike in a cash register drawer at work. That coin went on to sell for over $800 at auction. These stories are a testament to the fact that rare coins can turn up anywhere, you just need to know what to look for. So how can you spot these valuable errors yourself? Start by gathering your tools, a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe with at least 10x magnification, a digital scale to check the coin's weight, and good lighting to illuminate every detail. Take your time examining each coin, paying close attention to the date, mint mark, and design elements. Don't rush, patience is key when searching for errors. And remember, even minor flaws can add significant value. It's also important to understand what doesn't count as an error. Coins with scratches, dents, or other damage caused after they left the mint aren't valuable to collectors. These are considered post-mint damage and don't have the same appeal as genuine minting errors. Learning to distinguish between the two will save you time and prevent disappointment. As you search, keep an eye out for the most valuable 2014 nickel errors. Coins with extreme off-center strikes, bold double dies, and dramatic die clashes are always in demand. But the Holy Grail might be an error that hasn't been widely documented yet. Imagine being the first to discover a new type of error on a 2014 nickel. That coin could become a sensation in the numismatic world, fetching an astronomical price at auction. And let's not forget the role of proper storage and preservation in maintaining your coin's value. Once you've identified a potentially valuable error coin, handle it carefully to avoid scratches or tarnish. Use gloves or hold the coin by its edges, and store it in a protective holder or flip. If you're unsure about a coin's value, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service. A certified coin is more likely to attract serious buyers and command a higher price. Finally, when it comes to selling your discoveries, do your research. Auction houses, online marketplaces, and private collectors are all potential buyers, but each has its pros and cons. Take the time to learn about the market and choose the option that best suits your needs. And don't be afraid to negotiate, your coin's rarity and condition give you leverage. The 2014 US nickel might not seem like a treasure at first glance, but its potential value lies in the details. By learning to identify errors, understanding what makes them valuable, and taking the time to inspect every coin you come across, you could uncover a hidden gem. The thrill of finding a rare coin is unmatched, and the rewards can be life-changing. So, the next time you come across a nickel, take a closer look. You never know what secrets it might hold. In 2003, millions of Jefferson nickels were minted across the United States, destined to be exchanged, saved, or forgotten in jars of spare change. However, among the billions of ordinary coins, a select few hold extraordinary value, capable of fetching hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars. Why? Because these coins are not just currency, they are treasures, thanks to rare and fascinating minting errors. Let's dive deep into the story of the 2003 US nickel. To understand its potential worth, we first need to look at the basics. The Jefferson nickel, named after the third President of the United States, has been a staple of American coinage since 1938. By 2003, the design featured Jefferson's profile on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by a P or D mint mark next to Monticello. Weighing 5 grams and composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, this unassuming coin may not seem remarkable at first glance. But that's where the intrigue begins. Rare and valuable coins are often defined by their imperfections. During the minting process, machines work tirelessly to produce millions of coins, but sometimes, errors slip through. These mistakes, though unintentional, create unique characteristics that collectors prize. In the case of the 2003 nickel, certain errors have turned ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. Let's start with double die errors. This occurs when a coin's design is accidentally impressed twice during the minting process, causing elements to appear doubled. On the 2003 nickel, these errors can sometimes be spotted on the text or the details of Monticello. Imagine holding a coin where the word Monticello appears blurred or doubled. To the untrained eye, it might look like damage, but to a seasoned collector, it's a jackpot. These errors often sell for thousands of dollars, depending on their prominence and condition. Another common error is the off-center strike. This happens when a coin isn't properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in part of the design being cut off. The 2003 nickel is no exception. Off-center strikes can range from slight misalignments to dramatic shifts where half the coin's surface is blank. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some 2003 nickels with off-center strikes have been known to sell for impressive sums at auction, sometimes exceeding $10,000. Then, there are clipped planchets, a striking and easily recognizable error. A clipped planchet occurs when a blank piece of metal used to make coins is improperly cut, leaving a crescent-shaped gap along the coin's edge. This isn't post-mint damage, it's a mistake made during the preparation of the coin blanks. A 2003 nickel with a clipped planchet error is a rare and visually striking find, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for such a piece. These errors are fascinating, but how can you identify them? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to closely inspect the details of your coins. Pay attention to the text, the edges, and the overall alignment of the design. Use good lighting to spot subtle anomalies. If you're unsure whether a coin is valuable, consulting a professional numismatist or submitting the coin for grading can provide clarity. Grading services like PCGS or NGC specialize in authenticating and evaluating coins, often confirming their rarity and worth. To make this journey relatable, let's consider the story of a collector who stumbled upon a rare error coin. In 2019, a man in Michigan discovered a 2003 nickel with an unusual appearance. The coin had a dramatic off-center strike, leaving Jefferson's profile partially missing. Curious, he decided to have the coin graded. To his surprise, it was valued at over $15,000. What began as a routine inspection of pocket change turned into an extraordinary find. But it's not just experienced collectors who make these discoveries. Everyday people have found valuable coins in their spare change, bank rolls, or even old jars tucked away in closets. The key is persistence. By taking the time to inspect your coins carefully, you might uncover a hidden treasure. Now, let's talk about value. What determines the worth of a 2003 nickel? Several factors come into play. First is rarity. The rarer the error, the higher the demand among collectors. Second is condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch significantly higher prices than those with wear and tear. Third is desirability. Certain errors, like dramatic off-center strikes or bold double die errors, are more sought after than minor anomalies. Recent market trends reveal just how valuable these coins can be. In one auction, a 2003 nickel with a pronounced double die error sold for $18,000. In another, a coin with an exceptionally large off-center strike fetched over $25,000. The most valuable 2003 nickel ever discovered, a unique combination of errors, sold for a staggering $100,000. These figures highlight the immense potential of error coins and why they captivate collectors worldwide. So, where should you start hunting for these treasures? Begin with your pocket change. Every coin you encounter is a potential discovery. Next, visit banks and request rolls of nickels to search through. Many collectors have found rare coins by simply taking the time to inspect bank rolls. Flea markets and estate sales can also be goldmines for hidden treasures. And don't overlook online marketplaces or coin shows, where you can network with other enthusiasts and potentially spot undervalued gems. To maximize your chances of success, invest in some essential tools. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is a must for spotting fine details. Coin reference guides and apps can help you identify errors and estimate values. Proper storage is also crucial. Use coin holders or albums to protect your collection from scratches and environmental damage. If you do discover a coin you suspect is valuable, consider getting it graded. The process involves submitting your coin to a professional grading service, where experts will authenticate and evaluate its condition and errors. A graded coin not only has an official certificate of authenticity but also tends to command higher prices in the market. Collecting coins can be more than just a hobby, it can be a rewarding investment. Many collectors build their portfolios around specific themes, such as era coins or certain years. Over time, a well-curated collection can grow significantly in value. Additionally, networking with other collectors through local clubs or online forums can enhance your knowledge and help you identify potential opportunities. As we near the conclusion, let's revisit the most valuable 2003 nickels. Among the rarest are those with a perfect combination of errors, such as a double die obverse combined with an off-center strike. These coins, though exceedingly rare, exemplify the pinnacle of numismatic treasures. Imagine holding a coin that, due to a series of unintentional mishaps at the mint, has become a one-of-a-kind masterpiece worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The journey of discovering valuable coins is as much about patience as it is about luck. Even if you don't find an error coin right away, the process of searching can be immensely rewarding. Every coin has a story, and with time, you may uncover one that changes your life. Finally, here's a little-known fact about the 2003 nickel. Some coins struck at the Denver Mint show subtle anomalies in the Monticello design, potentially indicating undocumented errors. This adds another layer of intrigue to an already fascinating coin.